Over to our next speaker, who's just going to be giving us a very short introduction and overview of the natural community resources work. So this picks up on the point that you just raised around the importance of natural supports. So it's my pleasure to introduce Martina Wyss.
Hello everyone. I'm not a big fan of public speaking, but I do it anyway, and I will make it fairly short. So I'm working for the Our Time program with Anglicare, and I'm also one of the 10 facilitators that started workshops across Tasmania that were created by Helen Glover. And one of those workshops are called Reclaim Your Life, and we will do together one activity of that workshop that is based on those natural communities. So I would like to invite you to close your eyes, and then I can read off the paper and you don't see it. So I invite you to close your eyes and follow me on a journey of discovery. For whatever reason, you and your family have to leave Tasmania or Australia and migrate to a foreign country. Imagine you're alone and you know no one. When you arrive at the airport, everyone speaks another language that you don't understand. The new country is foreign to you. You don't know the culture, not the city you are going to live in. You feel pretty scared as you don't know what is coming up and what kind of challenges you are going to face. You and your family will be transferred to a temporary accommodation that allows you to live in for a few weeks. You receive a map and a few dollars on your arrival. So you can now open your eyes again and you will find a map on your table. And I would like to invite you to write down natural community resources that are out there that you would actually visit on your arrival, just to make sure that you settle well. So there are a few questions. So what are the natural community resources out in the community that you would go to actually feel settled or to settle down? For example, if I had children, I would go first to the school and enroll my children to school. So I see that a lot of people have already put a few services down, like the school, the doctor, the bank, where they can get the money. Now think about what kind of services or what kind of community systems have you accessed in the last 12 months? And I had to expand my personal map because I went to the Mountaineers Club. So I put a mountain over there, as you can see on my map. So that is, for example, a club, a social recreational club that I accessed and that I'm connected with. So think about a little bit further out of the square.
An academic. I just finished my PhD, so I try not to speak like it.
So I believe you have found a couple of community resources and you discovered a new city in your own way on your table. What do you think this exercise is all about? Yeah. Yeah, bring the community together. What else? Why do you think this such an exercise could be important for people?
Immigrants.
Mm-hmm. 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 How do you think it is important for you as a person to do such an exercise? Yeah. Yeah. I don't actually think where are all the things that I can connect with, and also I very much don't even know about really know too much. Yeah, what I hear often when I speak to people that they say, oh, I'm really alone and I don't see anyone day in, day out, and I feel isolated, or I don't know I don't know anymore where to go. And I think such an exercise is quite crucial to discover what is actually out there, who do I have contact with during the day, even if it is only for a very short time. And I know of people that their main contact is actually the cashier at Coles, and they have a little bit of a conversation, and that is keeping them going out. And I think those natural community resources have also to be very valuable for people, and not only MI fellowship as the angle point, or Anglicare as the angle point of our connection. And I invite people, if they find this exercise useful, just to practice it with someone that comes to you and complains about not having any connections, to basically work through what is actually out there. And we all have or most of us at least have a phone, and then you can quickly look up actually what does Active Launceston do? Have we put it onto the plan? What other ideas are out there, so that we can actually connect with natural community resources? So I guess this is the point of that exercise. It might have been a little bit out of context here, but if we would go for the whole 7 days of a workshop, that's what we do.
And that being able to connect to something external can be a really, really varied experience. Because mental health is such a varied, it's such a spectrum of things. So what looks like connection to one person would just look like nothing to somebody else. So I think it's really interesting to connect those two things together and see and try and interpret that through some of what we've already talked about this morning. But
Yep.
I think that, well, one of my biggest issues too has been approaching services. We're trying to communicate with the person that I'm communicating in the service. They don't understand how I'm communicating. And so that it's not black and white, it's a really grey area.
Yep. Like I highly appreciate this comment, because I believe this is not the solution, whereas this is not the solution either. I believe that if we keep in mind that service providers, as we know, Anglicare, PIR, like all service providers that we know of, support us, but also be aware that there is actually natural community resources out there. And I mean, I agree with you, it's difficult to access information sometimes, but if you have, not you, but like if people have issues to access information, it is also important for example, service providers to say, let's use my computer, or let's have a look what is going on. Maybe you have a friend that has an iPhone or like a smartphone to look things up. But I believe it is really important to have those two working well together.
Yeah, and I think that's why.
Yes, and yes, yeah.
The simplicity of that has to incorporate the complexity of what we just talked about, which I think is what was talked about.
Yes, and I guess when they planned our sessions, that's exactly the reason why we have to facilitate it together, because it actually starts a conversation. And I'm happy that you brought it up.
Thank you. Thank you, and thank you all for your contribution to our discussion this afternoon. I think that that the point that you make is a valid one and reinforces all of the points that have been made today, which are really that we need very personalised agendas that are developed by the people themselves, that reflect their circumstances, their aspirations, and their wishes. And I think that if we can conceive of the myriad of experiences people have and the myriad of services and natural supports that may be relevant to different people at different points in their recovery journey. So we can thank both of our speakers and thank Martina for that. I think we've got more to look forward to and some more food as well this afternoon. So thank you. I appreciate very much your contribution today.